Alright lads, Kia and Becky here, and this is a little video because we haven't made a video in quite a while, apart from the one that we're actually in the middle of uploading, which I'll show you as uploading it. You probably can't see it at all, just we're in the middle of uploading a video that you can see anything at all because I've only recorded a portion of the screen. So yeah, we're going to make another video. Well, this one's about wrestling, so it's going to be a bit tough for Becky to join in, but we're going to do as much as we can, aren't we, Bex? And see if she can do very well with the predictions. So yeah, as you can tell, it's predicting for the WWE Fastlane pay-per-view, which is literally tomorrow night, which I'm quite excited for, but I'm probably not watching it. So yeah, let's go over the matches. Again, well, I haven't said it yet. The order that I'm actually going to be predicting these in is the order I would have the actual card hat be. So the first match I predict will be actually how I'd open up the show, and the last match I predict would actually be the main event. So that's just a quick note there. Okay, so the first match we're going to predict is Rusev versus John Cena for the United States Championship. Becky, which name appeals to you a little bit more there?
Same again.
John Cena and Rusev.
John Cena.
So Becky reckons John Cena's going to win that, and to be honest, that is not a bad shout. Both of them are really good superstars, but for storyline purposes, this is what I reckon is going to happen. John Cena's going to absolutely demolish Rusev, but Rusev is either going to get himself disqualified or counted out, so that can have a bit more heat to go into Wrestlemania. And then after that, John Cena gets desperate. He's not doing it just for the gold. Obviously, that'll just be a little bit of a bonus, and that can bring the United States Championship title's prestige up. But he wants to stop Rusev in his tracks, so yeah, that can go to WrestleMania. So for Fastlane, I reckon it's going to be John Cena wins, yes, but by the DQ or count out. So they can have a match at WrestleMania then, where either Rusev has a clean win or John Cena ends the win streak of Rusev. Match number 2 is actually a tag team match. It is the Usos versus Masters of the WWE Universe, who are obviously the Usos versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro for the tag team titles. Becky, who do you think would win that on the name appeal?
The Usos.
Becky reckons the Usos are going to win that. And again, that's not a terrible shout. This match can go either way. They can either carry on a feud between the Usos. Well, both ways this could carry on a feud, actually, but for storyline purposes, I would give the win to the Usos, but I reckon they're not going to. So what I want to happen and what I reckon would happen is two different things. So what I reckon will happen is the Masters of the WWE Universe will win. With Tyson Kidd pinning Jey Uso or something like that. Just to give him, just to get the Masters of the WWE Universe over. But eventually Cesaro's going to realise he's too good to be teaming up with Tyson Kidd, and he's going to turn on Tyson Kidd. That'll have a little bit of a rivalry between them, and then that can go for like Cesaro could be a champion by then, and they can have like a title feud or something. The third match on the card is the IC title match, which is the Intercontinental Championship match between Dean Ambrose, who is a complete fucking psychopath, and Bad News Barrett. Bad News Barrett obviously being an Englishman, and then Dean Ambrose being the American. Becky, who do you think's going to win? I think I know who you're going to say.
The American one.
Oh, I thought she'd say Bad News Barrett because Becky is English. I thought she'd actually go with Bad News Barrett, but she's gone with Dean Ambrose. So that is actually a really good shout. That's who I would go for as well, because Dean Ambrose, the story behind him wanting the title is completely weird, because he wants it so he can get his picture up in the WWE headquarters, which for some reason, despite him being one of the longest United States champions in the world ever in the WWE, he still hasn't got his picture up there, so I don't see why him being the IC champion would. But yeah, Dean Ambrose is just going to completely demolish Bad News Barrett, in my opinion. We then got match 4, which is between the brothers Goldust and Stardust. Who do you reckon is going to win that, Bex? Goldust or Stardust?
Stardust.
Becky's gone with exactly the same opinion as me again, so You know, we've got the connection going on. Well, I'm just repositioning my headset. There we go. So yeah, I reckon Stardust's going to win as well. What I reckon is, storyline purposes, I would give Goldust the win, so it finally pushes Cody Rhodes or Stardust over the edge, and then he just goes completely fucked up and he beats Goldust at WrestleMania or something. But yeah, what I think's going to happen though is they're going to rush it a little bit and they're going to give the win to Stardust. Then we got the 5th match, which is the Divas Championship match between Nikki Bella and Paige. Who do you think's going to win that one, Bex?
Nikki.
She reckons Nikki Bella's going to win that, and I'm actually going to go with the same thing. But what I reckon is going to happen is, storyline purposes, Nikki Bella is going to win. What I would do as well, this is what I would do, is Nikki Bella wins after a distraction from Brie Bella, but then obviously they were feuding towards the end of last year, so what I reckon they should do is Brie Bella turns on Nikki and decides she wants the title, so that can have a little bit of a build-up going into WrestleMania, sister versus sister for the title, two really close twins, see what could happen with that. The semi-main event and the second last match on the card is Dolph Ziggler, Ryback and Eric Rowan versus Seth Rollins, or Rollins, or Rollins, or Rollins, I don't know how you pronounce his name, Seth Rollins I think it is, Kane and The Big Show. To me this is a bit of a throwaway match, but obviously we're going to ask Becky her opinion first. Who do you think's going to win that?
First one you said.
Becky reckons the face team of Ziggler, Ryback and Eric Rowan's going to win that, and I reckon the same thing. I reckon Randy Orton's going to run in, make his return to the WWE, his first appearance in a couple of months, I think, could be 3 even. He returns, RKO Seth Rollins when the ref's out or something, and then Ziggler gets another pinfall over Seth Rollins, so that can have a bit of a feud between Rollins and Orton in WrestleMania. And then the main event, the big one, the one that we all want to see, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns. The winner goes on to main event WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Becky, who do you think's going to win that?
Say them again.
Daniel Bryan or Roman Reigns?
Daniel Bryan.
Becky reckons Daniel Bryan is going to win. And to be honest, I think that's what they're going to do as well, because obviously Daniel Bryan's a big name. I reckon that's what they're going to do, yeah. But what I would want them to do is, don't get me wrong, Daniel Bryan is my favourite wrestler of the past 10 years. But for storyline purposes, again, I would actually make Brock Lesnar come in, F you both of them, the match ends in a no contest, and then they have a triple threat match in WrestleMania, and then Roman Reigns wins that, so then we see a bit of a heel change then, or heel turn, in Daniel Bryan, who's getting desperate to win his title back. He hasn't been champion in almost a year now, so he wants the title back, and he'll do anything to get it, and I wouldn't say he's heel enough to be with the Authority, but yeah, I reckon that's what's going to happen. And one thing, honourable mention that I'm going to do is the Sting Triple H confrontation, face-to-face confrontation. I reckon Sting's going to come out, or Triple H does a long promo about his career and how Sting reckons he can come in and try and overhaul the Authority, try and embarrass the Authority, blah blah blah. And then Sting just comes out, doesn't say anything, doesn't need to say anything, just comes out with his bat, points at the WrestleMania sign, the fireworks and shit goes off, and then yeah, that's basically signaling those two are gonna face off at WrestleMania. Another thing is, I would actually have The Undertaker. One more thing I'd do just before I wrap the video up is, I'd have The Undertaker have a little bit of a video package, just it could be a couple of minutes, where it challenges Bray Wyatt to a match at WrestleMania. Yeah, it probably won't mean as much with the streak gone, but still, we get that bit of a star quality. That would be a decent match actually at WrestleMania 31. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I might start doing this with every pay-per-view now, where we just predict what's going to happen, blah blah blah. So I hope you guys enjoyed mine and Becky's opinions. Yeah, don't hate on Becky obviously, because she was just doing it pure by name value. She doesn't watch wrestling. It was just a bit of fun on her part. So yeah, but she did have some good shouts in there actually with the Usos, Dean Ambrose, Stardust, Nikki Bella, Ziggler, and Daniel Bryan. She had 6 really good shouts that well, actually, she predicted 7 of them exactly how I would have done them. Whoa. Well, anyway, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends. Don't forget to leave down in the comments what you think's going to happen. Bye-bye for now.